Hey, Brendan. Bob, how's it going? Do you believe in a little bit of fate? I mean, Leon Draisaitl, as an example, his favorite player growing up when his dad was coaching was a guy named Ben Thompson. And that's where he got his number 29 from, and he played at the University of Alberta here in Edmonton. Then he goes to Prince Albert. He's coached by a guy named Corey Clouston. And you grew up in Guildford, and there was a guy named Stan Marple that ran the hockey school. I know you went back to Ontario a bunch, but you spent some time in Guildford playing hockey where your dad was a star. Then you get a guy like Jerry Johansson representing you from Edmonton. Dave Tippett's here in Edmonton. You're looking to jumpstart things. You got a bit of a connection there. Do you think it was maybe fate that you ended up here getting this opportunity a bit with the Oilers? There's a lot there to throw in.
Yeah.
So it's the longest question I've asked in 19 years. So there.
I mean, as far as fate or anything like that, I mean, I think I was just looking for an opportunity coming back from Europe, and went over there and had a strong year and stuff, and that's all it is. Yeah, there's a connection. I've played for Tip before, so for me, when I was looking at places to go, it was leaning towards here just because I'm familiar with him, and it's not so much of a brand new start, I guess you could say, because you kind of know what he expects of guys, his systems, things like that. So, as far as the whole fate thing, I don't really know. I just, I thought it was a good opportunity for me, and trying to make the most of it.
What do you think derailed you, specifically right towards the end? And look, they had a tough year. And was there anything that happened last year in Europe that helped sort of, maybe jumpstart a little bit of passion or anything like that? What do you?
Yeah, well, I think the whole anyone who knows me close, like my tight circle, knows that the whole COVID time, or from when it first went down, kind of in March of 20 there. That was kind of the best thing for me to kind of, really sit back, take a look at things, and evaluate where I was at that point, areas I needed to improve off the ice, on the ice, things like that. So for me, the whole kind of COVID period, I guess you can call it, the last year and a half has been great to get my mind right and to get back to things. And as far as going over to Europe last year, it was great to a lot of the things that I learned over that span, to see, what kind of worked, what didn't work in Europe, in the style of play. And now I look forward to coming back here with the opportunity.
When you met with Dave, because he spoke about that, I think yesterday, down in Arizona, what sort of things were reinforced that you need to do to get yourself a spot with this team?
Yeah, I think, kind of very similar to how I played under him before. Obviously, like I said, I know Tip and his style, and obviously demands a hard game from his players. So that's really what it is, being hard on pucks and things like that, and being a complete 200-foot player. Not cheating anywhere. So that's what I'll look to do.
Brendan, this camp, how different is it from ones prior, where you kind of knew you had a job, you knew your role, and now you come in after a year in Europe fighting for a job? Just how do you kind of see it, and the differences and the subtleties of it all?
You know what? It sounds, when you put it like that, I mean, it sounds like you're safe in a way, but you're never, even if you're on whatever kind of deal, you're never really safe. You're always fighting for your spot, and there's always more guys coming underneath, within the draft or free agent signings or whatever, right? I don't think anyone is ever really like, 100%. That's them. There's always guys pushing for jobs, and that's just the nature of the NHL and the nature of hockey. We all want to be the best we can be. So as far as your question, I don't really think it's any different to any other year or any other camp that I've been in. Always trying to get better and improve, and keep jumping up that ladder.